Hello, Virgo. Welcome to my channel, Bringer of Light Intuitive. I'm Cindy. Thank you so much for being here, Virgo. We're going to dive into an update reading, who am I reading for style, and that's where I get a message and you tell me who I'm reading for in the comments below. But first, before we do that, I want to welcome you back or welcome you in. If you are new, I would love to hear that you're new. Say hi so that I can meet you and welcome you to my community. Thank you so much for subscribing if you haven't done that already yet, Virgo. And thank you for liking this reading. It really helps me to get the messages out. Also, thank you for booking your private readings with me. It has been so fun to get to know you guys and see what the cards want to talk to you about personally, which is why I do what I do, because I love it. And if you want a private reading with me, that information is always down below in every video's description box, okay? So feel free to check out that link if you feel called, and let's go ahead and dive into your reading. Let me know who I'm reading for. What is the update for Virgo? Did I tell you, Virgo, to watch all of your placements in this series, your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus in this series to get a full picture of your update? All right. I've got the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Cups. Are you kidding me? And the Temperance. You're closing a major cycle in your life, Virgo. You're closing a heavy cycle where you've been the one that feels like you've been carrying the world on your shoulders. And this cycle has been challenging, it has been hurtful, it has been rough, and it has been heavy, to say the least. It could go back 10 years, it could go back even longer than that, it could be your entire life. This cycle is coming to a close. The 10s are, for me, the cycles. And the 10 becomes a 1. 1 plus 0 becomes a 1. You're ready to start your new cycle. And I feel like this has been, with the Temperance card, it's like this has been a long time coming. And you may have spent the last 10 months going through a massive change, transition, transformation, healing process. Because there's something big about this closure of this cycle for you, Virgo. It feels heavier, it feels bigger than everybody else for some reason, because we're all closing cycles, but it feels very like you've been going through a specific process of transformation. Maybe you've been going through that coming out of the caterpillar old you, going through the cocoon phase and getting ready to come out as the butterfly. You've been going through a metamorphosis, a transformation to close out this very difficult, heavy chapter of your life. But see, with the Temperance here, it says that there's some sort of healing and rebalancing that is happening with this closing of this cycle. And you're literally stepping into your new cycle. So it feels like what may have been dredging on forever to close this chapter, it's like all of a sudden it closes and all of a sudden you're in this next chapter. It's like it feels very fast. It feels very like a sudden shift. You're out of one and you're in the other. So maybe you've been looking for a job for a really long time, and then suddenly you find yourself getting a job and already being like hired on the spot, and you start working immediately. That's what I'm talking about. It's like there's some sort of really quick shift between cycles for you, where you're literally feeling like you're still in the old cycle, yet what's been brewing behind the scenes. And I'm seeing this in a lot of my private clients' readings, is, well, in their testimonies too. I'm seeing these sudden shifts in their testimonies of, it's like, and I always say, and you've probably heard me say, what you can't see changing in the natural with your natural eyes, that means always that means that there is something coming together for you in the unseen realm, behind the scenes, where we can't see. It's in the hands of the angels, it's in the hands of the divine. There's something mixing for you behind the scenes that you can't see, but when it's time for it to show up, it's like it happens very quick and it's very easy. Our old cycle, the past of trying to force things to work, trying to strive and struggle and hustle. It's like we're not used to things going easy. We're not used to things just kind of falling into place for us. We're used to having to work hard and fight for everything that we have or everything that we do. We're used to being in survival mode, and the universe, what I'm seeing in my private clients in my community, I'm seeing that the universe is changing that, is changing all of that. And when the universe is involved, when we let go of that energy of striving and struggling and hustling and trying to control or force, when we let go and we really embrace that energy of trust and faith, then the universe comes in. It makes space for the universe to come in and do what the universe does, which is divine alignments, and everything is easy, everything is effortless, and everything happens very quickly. So even if we've been waiting for a really long time, which the Temperance is something of patience, even if we've been having to, master the art of patience, it's like when it becomes time, it's like, bam, it happens very fast, and it is like an open door that you didn't even see in front of you that is so easy, and you're like, oh my gosh. I just had a client yesterday tell me that, about a love situation. She met this person out of nowhere, and she keeps saying how easy it is. And she's not used to that. In her past in love relationships, they have not been easy. They've been more like this. It's like one burden after another. It's like, I got to force this to go, I just feel like it's never been easy, but when we integrate this energy of, it's like you have to make a choice. You have to make a choice to let go of things that feel like you are forcing or feel like they're heavy and hard. And that's, I think, what we're all learning right now. Then it opens the door for the new beginning, something better, something easier, something effortless, something that the universe brings in for you. And it's like, whoa, now I got to get used to things being so easy, because that's weird, So you may be going through something like that, Virgo. And that's very interesting. So you're definitely like, let me know in the comments below where you are. Are you in the old cycle, kind of in the in-between? I should say not in the old cycle, but in the in-between. Or did something happen where you literally stepped from the old cycle into the new cycle? Like my client that had the job situation that I mentioned earlier, where she was at the 11th hour. And all of a sudden, and she had been needing a job for a long time, months, and all of a sudden she had this feeling, intuitive nudge, that there was a job that was going to post, and it posted. She jumped on it. She sent in her resume. She got an interview for the next day, and she got the job on the spot, and the very next day after that she was literally in this new job already. So it's like when things happen, they happen very fast. So wherever you find yourself on this timeline, know that if you're still waiting, know that things happen very fast, and what you can't see right now doesn't mean that it's not actually being put together for you in the unseen realm, and it's getting ready to land in your reality very quickly. Yeah, as I said that, we've got the Tower and the Ten of Swords here. It's like a sudden shift, a sudden ending of the old, and a sudden stepping into the new. There's a sudden change for you, Virgo, and it's like a sudden epiphany, it's a sudden door opening, it's a sudden change. It's positive. Sometimes people think that the Tower is, not positive, but for me, it is. For me, it's like a sudden epiphany. The crown chakra, the lightning is striking the crown chakra. It may be shocking because it's so fast. It may be shocking because it's so easy, but it's like the crown chakra is your crown chakra. It's where you receive. So it's like a sudden receiving, a sudden epiphany, a sudden knowing, a sudden discernment, a sudden door opening. It's sudden. And the Queen of Cups and the Hermit energy says you're coming out of hermit mode and you're coming into receiving mode. So it's like something is being placed in front of you that you've been waiting for. You're literally closing that old cycle and stepping into your new cycle very, very quickly. It's just going to be this quick change. And coming out of the hermit mode, where you've probably been in hermit mode for a while. And the star, but you're led by your intuition. So pay attention to your inspired ideas, inspired, like my friend, my client who got the job. She was inspired. She had this nudge that something was going to post, and she was being in that, she was watching for it. And then there it was, same day. So be inspired, or be in awareness of your inspiration, any sort of intuitive inspiration that you get, intuitive nudges, intuitive visions, or knowings, or, inspiration to do something, because you're being positioned to receive whatever this is, and however it works out in your story, Virgo. You're being positioned to receive, but it's going to be like quick receiving, quick close of the old and into the new. So maybe you have a quick sale on a house. Maybe you have a quick sale to get into a house. Maybe you are looking to move or rent or something, and there's a sudden open door and you can move in immediately. You just have no idea what is being put together for you behind the scenes, but you can look through the eyes of faith and your belief and your hope that everything is actually working out in your favor, which is what temperance is all about. Mixing the cups behind the scenes in your favor. And when we don't believe in that, we don't actually see it going in our favor until we choose to step into that faith energy of believing that things are working out in our favor. And then we see that unfold in our life. And then we make room and we allow the universe to step in and do what the universe does by surprise and ease. Don't you want surprise and ease? I do. Thank you for being here, Virgo. I will see you in the next one. Be sure to comment and let me know how this reading resonated for you, okay?